Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany and today I'm going to be doing Hi, welcome to my channel. Hi, welcome to my channel. As you could see, I'm sure this is going to be my second video ever being posted. And today I want to do, I don't know what look I'm really going for. I'm kind of just gonna do makeup and see where it takes me. Keep saying sorry, I'm really awkward. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of YouTube schedule I would like to put out. I also have like school and work, so in between that I'll see what's gonna happen. I would like to post every Saturday, but I don't know, we'll see. If you hear anything in the background, I'm sorry. My cat is here and also the AC is on. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. So before I do anything, I'm going to prime my eyelids. My favorite eye primer so far is the one by Wet n Wild, the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. My eyelids get very oily, and this does an amazing job at blocking that oil so that my eyeshadow actually lasts and doesn't crease. So first I'm going to do that before anything. I also really like to prime my actual eyelid, but also right under my eye, because I like to have eyeshadow at the bottom part of my eye, and I think that putting the primer does help it last a little bit longer than if I don't. Okay, so before I do anything, I'm going to use some tape to make a really nice straight line to cut off my eyeshadow so it doesn't bleed into the rest of my face. So first I'm going to look down so that I see exactly where I want the tape to go. I also do this when I'm doing my eyeliner. I like to look down so I know exactly, I can see exactly where I want the line to go. And this also helps because I do have hooded eyelids. This helps so I can make sure that they're as even as they can possibly be. So I'm going to look down, tilt my face back. I like to put the bottom tape right under my bottom lashes, and then I put the other part, the top part of the tape, all the way to the end of my eyebrow tail. So I like to put it on like that, make sure it's stuck on nicely, and then I'll go on to the other side. The tape piece doesn't need to be very long, just about this long or however long your eye to your eyebrow is, honestly. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I think these look pretty even. Okay, so after I put on the tape, I'm going to go in to my Jacklyn Hill palette volume 2. And I'm going to take this nice dark purple color here, and I'm going to go over my the outer part of my eyelid. So I'm going to take the Morphe X Jacklyn Hill JH32. This is a really cute, or a nice blending brush. Wow. This is a really nice blending brush. And it has makeup because I recently did my makeup. So I'm going to dip into the, oh, the color is also Not My Journey. I'm going to dip into that color. And I'm just going to go on the outside of my lid. Making sure to get onto the tape, like right there, to make that eyeshadow there nice and crisp. And I'm just going to keep going over it with eyeshadow until it's the color that I want. I'm going to go in with this really pretty color called Stay True. This one right here. And I'm going to use this really dense packing brush by e.l.f. called Blending Eye Brush. And I'm just going to pack that in on the very bottom corner right here, just to make a really nice transition. Notice I'm just going literally just on that little corner right there, and then later we're going to blend it out to the crease, but for now just on that corner. Okay. And then I'm going to use the Morphe X Jacklyn Hill JH40 to blend that out. Now I'm not going to put any more product on this. I'm just going to use the product that's already on my eyelid to help blend that out to my crease. Literally just going from the color that I put on, the Stay True color, right in the corner of my crease, and I'm going to just drag that into the center of my crease. You don't have to go all the way to the inner corner of your eye. You can stop at about the middle of your crease. When that's blended out to my liking, I'm next going to use a little bit of concealer just to highlight the lid of my eye, the bottom lid of my eye, to make the color that I'm going to put on top really pop. The camera kind of stopped. I don't know how much of it you didn't see, but like I said before, I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on the inner part, or I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on the bottom part of my eyelid to make the color that we're going to put on top really pop. I'm just going to start it from about the inner corner of my eye, and this concealer goes a long way, so I want to put just barely. By the way, I'm using the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer by It. It's a full coverage. I'm going to put barely any concealer and just drag that onto my eyelid. It's going to be basically a cut crease. and just blend that out to fade it towards the middle of your eye. You don't want to blend all the way out, bring the concealer all the way out to the outer corner, because then you're going to be covering that really pretty lighter purplish pink color that we had there. So just to like the middle of your eye. Gonna do that to the other one. So you can see that it's already lighter, but with the concealer, it has lightened the look quite significantly. And if you wanted to, you could stop here, but I just want to add a really pretty nice top color. So for the next color, I'm going to be using I'm In It. It's this color here. It's a really nice color. And when it comes to the top colors, the colors that I really want to pop out, I usually just use my finger because I've noticed that that gives the best payoff. So I'm just gonna put some on my finger and just add it to my lid. Just over the concealer that we just added. Alright, so that doesn't pop as much as I want it to, so I'm going to add another color on top of that. Okay, so I want a little bit more oomph, so I'm going to be using the Solar Flare BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to use the color Beam. I'm just going to swirl it, and I'm just going to put it towards the middle of the eyeshadow that I put on top. To give it a little bit more of a contrast. And I'm even going to try and use a little bit of this on the back of my hand. Gonna dip my fingertip in it a little bit, and this will make the color, this will also help with making the color more intense. And just blend that out a little bit into the eye. Okay, I think that looks pretty decent. So before I go anywhere else, I'm just going to do any touch-ups that I feel like I need to add. So I want to add a little bit more of the Stay True on the very corner of my eyelid, and I want to touch up the purple at the top right under my eyebrows because I feel like it's a little bit patchy and I don't like that. I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of dab at the two colors just to blend them together a bit so that it's not as harsh. The transition between the two colors aren't as harsh. Okay, and then after I do that, now I'm going to add a little bit of liquid liner to my lashes, like a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm going to put it really, really close to my eyelash so that it'll blend seamlessly with the fake lashes. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the color brown. Black would be ideal, but I ran out, so brown it is. I'm actually going to bring my mirror closer to make sure I get this as perfect as I can. And like I said before, I like to look down and go from there so that I don't mess up and everything gets really clean. Now I'm just going to peel off the tape, and you could see how crisp, oh my gosh, those lines are. Oof. If you want them to be more crisp, like say there was a little bit of a mistake, you can just take a little bit of the concealer that you had and just run it right under. Like, I don't think this one is as straight as I want it to be. Just run it right under the mistake to make it straight once again. I'm gonna take that Not My Journey color again, and I'm going to take it on a smaller brush, and I'm just going to put it on the bottom part of my lashes, the bottom half of my lashes. And then from there, I'm just gonna highlight the inner corner of my eyes. I'm gonna once again use the Beam color from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to be using the Morphe X Jacklyn Hill JH39 brush. This is really cute little dense brush. And I'm just going to do the inner corner of my eye. Although I do love that eyeshadow primer, it does create this white cast on your eye. It's like a film, and it's supposed to, but it also just looks really weird when it's out, like when it's not where you need it to be. So I'm trying to wipe that away. Alright, so next I'm gonna put my falsies on. Oh, actually, before I put that, I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara. I like to put it on the lower lash line and very lightly on my upper ones, just so that blending my natural lashes with my falsies looks a little bit more, like it blends better. So very lightly do my top lashes. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm just going to finish the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and see what the finish looks like. So foundation, for foundation, I just used the Tarte Amazonian Clay. It's a full coverage foundation, and I used the color Tan Deep Honey. Now for bronzer, I'm going to use Tarte. It smells so good. And I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit, add some contour. For highlight, I'm going to use this highlighter from Jacklyn, the Flare. This highlight is amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go a little bit on my temple. Just bring it down. And blend it out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's beautiful. I'm going in the shade Glow Up, by the way. Put a little bit on my nose, above my eyebrow, above the curve of my eyebrow, a little bit on my lip here, my Cupid's bow. To finish, I'm just going to add some lip gloss. And I'm just going to use the Pillow Plump Extra Extra Large by Sugar and Glory. This is the end look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again next Saturday. Bye.